let's just go. The animation industry was built on short stories, short form animation, only a few minutes. This is because the theaters used to just be a smorgasbord. They used to be a buffet of entertainment. Not only would you pay a nickel for your movie, but you would get cartoons and newsreels and movie serials. You would get episodic live action superheroes. Guys like Captain Marvel, talked about here. Captain America, spoken about here. Flash Gordon, soon to be spoken about here. But you would get all of this stuff before and after your movie. Disney and Pixar, they're dedicated to holding this flame. Disney itself as a company is built on short animation. They use it so well. They use it as a way to introduce new ideas, new technology, new rendering styles, new artistic styles, all of this stuff. So we get 20-something. 20-something is available on, the Black Voices, those tabs and those tiles we get for Black History Month. And I went to those tiles on Disney Plus looking for something just to pop. And this popped immediately. I love the drawing style for this, so I got into it. And now we have to discuss it. Just because I randomly clicked on something, we're here. Hey guys, welcome back to the weekend too. We do cartoons here on the weekend, so let's go.
Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take 1.
Action!
Oh my god, AKAPADers. I'm so disappointed. My online stalking went nowhere. I think this is 8 or 12 minutes long. It is done in a little bit of a Herschel style. The way that patterns are mapped onto the animations reminds me of Daredevil. It reminds me of Bill Ziekewicz's portrayal of Kingpin and how he pasted wallpaper onto the Kingpin for a Frank Miller Daredevil graphic novel. I believe that might have been as late as 1987. And I still have to do that for the YouTube channel. Also, it's a nod to Howard Chaykin, to how Howard Chaykin pasted patterns onto some of his comic book characters. Guys like Black Hawk. So it's just great to see. The animation style and the overall flow, the air of the animation just reminds me of the Gershwin sequence in Fantasia 2000, which is also based on the Herschel character drawings. So I watched this, and immediately I say to myself, I've seen this before. Oh my god, I didn't finish watching it. Why? So we get to the edge of the couch, because that's how we do things here. And we start to pay attention, and I do the stupidest thing. I look away, and I get distracted for maybe 30 seconds. The 3 kids in the trench coat here is now a banging babe. And her friend's talking to her like everything's normal. During this, I'm thinking, why is her friend, normal, knowing that there's, 3 kids in a trench coat? What? Oh, what is that? So I had to rewind. So to be clear and to be able to bring you guys things, I do want to discuss and document some of this stuff. Because when I have a disconnect while I'm engaging in a film, short film, doesn't matter what it is, I have to be clear. So I go back, and then we have this metaphor that, and it's not just in the club atmosphere. I know we got that club TikTok that's been circulating. It's a commentary on adulthood and to where we're all children. This is Peter Pan. We're all stupid kids on the inside. And we have to realize when we're adults, we're still kids. We're still what we grew up with. Now, adulthood marches on, and all that gets erased. And some people do. I say that, and just hit a little bit home with me. I say this a lot. I feel like even in my friend group, my peer group that I grew up with, I feel like I'm the keeper of the flame. I'm a fully grown adult. I have legit responsibilities. because I'm dedicated to everything I do. I have all-nighters. I stay up all night. I do all of these things for my professional career. Now I am in a mad run of just getting as many certifications as I can, just because I enjoy the questions. I enjoy learning more about information technology and all the different avenues it goes down. But I still do a YouTube video on Cobalt 60, the graphic novel that my friend got, maybe for his 8th or 9th birthday. That blew my mind because it has boobies and blood, and I had to have my mom take me to the Deptford Mall in New Jersey to Walden Book so I could track it down. And I still hold that to be true. Like, I still honor that. Okay? So, the point I'm getting at, we have to maintain our youth. 20-something is the absolute example of that. And because it's short form, the point is more prevalent. It's more there. The animation and the art style for this is incredible. I think the production is there. I love that we're in a nightclub atmosphere. And you guys know, Peter A. DeLuca here, you're a film buff. I am a party harder. I really am. I used to go so freaking hard, and not, like, part of one of the reasons I'm able not to sleep easy, where I can easily dismiss sleep, is a lot of these nights that I've had. Now, that doesn't mean I don't crash and curl up into a fetus position, or if we're French, in a croissant position, and really allow myself to crash out. But I can go, and I love going. So I know this world, I know this atmosphere, and so much of what we get at the end of this is so freaking, it is true, it's 100%, it is on. It brings me back to a lot of those times, and dare I say, it is fun. So my failed stalking, Aphton Corbin. This is our writer-director. This is our animation genius here. I find her on Instagram, and she has cartoons, and I think maybe it's encouraged because a lot of Pixar people have cartoons up. They'll just do these like comic strips and things, but you want to see more of their drawing. Not a lot of them have it now. Given I know there could be NDAs and things binding these companies. I think some of the senior people within Pixar and even like Netflix animation, they might have a little bit more leverage. I don't know if she's where she is on the Pixar chain, but I think she picked up her account and moved it because of AI scraping and things like that, which is just silly. But I wanted to have some social media presence for her so I can send her this, because I feel like she needs to hear. She needs to hear how amazing of a short this is, how this is the definition of a short, and how Disney and Pixar, I hate saying that, we'll just call it Pixar. I don't care. There was no merger in my eyes. There was no buyout. It's a if you talk to me, Pixar's still a Apple company. This talent needs some capital, because this talent can go into serialized entertainment, i.e. a cartoon series. This talent can make a movie of this very idea, or even a 30-minute feature. So, being able to stalk people on social media sometimes pays off. This is a part of the, I think, Spark Voices is what Disney is calling it. Some of them have been, like, there's one called, like, Bao Bun, or Bao, which is beyond. That is, like, parents and children and moving on from your household. That one hits home. These are so heartfelt and truthful and honest. But if Spark Shorts, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it now. If Spark Shorts is with the intent of introducing us to the new names of American animation, this is a great series, and I want to highlight it more. I do feel like it is absolutely fitting for Black History Month, because here's the wild thing: African American clubs are different than white people clubs, white bread clubs, honky clubs, Caucasian clubs. It is a different world. It is a different atmosphere. I've been to both of them plenty of times, and I love both. So like there's some context too around just where this is positioned, like the environment. I think this I dare I say this is a work of genius, and I want to see more from this talent. All right, AKAPADers, rock and roll.
Okay, that's a wrap.